Assume I'm in Beijing. If I wanted to buy property near one of their military installations, I don't think President Xi...
No, they wouldn't let you. I don't... Look, it's not that I love it. You want to see farm prices drop? You want to see farmers lose a lot of money? Just take that out of the market. But they've had a lot of land for a long time. Obama did nothing about it. They bought a lot of it during the Obama administration. He did nothing about it. As far as the students, it's 500,000 students they come, good students. I could tell them, I don't want any students, is a very insulting thing to say to a country. If you want to see a university system die, take 500,000 people out of it. And you know, the ones that won't be hurt are the top schools. The top schools will do fine, but your lower schools, the ones that don't do quite as well, they'll be dying all over the place. I frankly think that it's good that people come from other countries and they learn our culture, and many of them want to stay here. I think it's good. Not everybody agrees with me, and it doesn't sound like a very conservative position. And I'm a conservative guy. I'm really a common sense guy, I think, more than a conservative guy. I think MAGA is common sense, you know. People understand we want strong borders, we want strong military, we want good education, we want low interest rates, we want. But
I think people would argue they worry about, do they have nefarious intentions?
Sure, I know, and we worry about that. And honestly, you know, they do things to us and we do things to them.
Pundits jumped all over this statement that you made the other day. You were asked when you were leaving.
What extent are American financial situations motivating you to make a deal?
Not even a little bit. The only thing that matters when I'm talking about Iran, they can't have a nuclear weapon. I don't think about American financial situation. I don't think about anybody. I think about one thing. We cannot let Iran have a nuclear weapon. That's all.
That's right. That's a perfect statement. I'd make it again.
You can imagine how many people stop the soundbite I don't think about America's financial situation. So what's your response to that framework?
It's very simple. When people hear me say it, everybody agrees. Short-term pain. It's going to be short-term pain. But the pain is much less than people thought. Because people thought that the oil would go up to $250. You know, it was $99 yesterday, $99 a barrel. I thought it might go up to $200. I was okay with that. Not that I wanted it, but you cannot let them have a nuclear weapon.
As you can see in real time, they are literally telling you in real time that they do not care about you, right? I want Americans to understand this clearly. You are not the priority. Everything else is a priority. You heard it straight out of the horse's mouth. He could give a jackrabbit about your finances. He could care less about what the average Joe Schmo American is going through. Yeah. Eggs, right? Gallon of milk, right? Yeah, I don't care about that. I care about lacing my friends' pockets with money, right? I care about cozying up with these so-called terrorist leaders. Weren't we enemies with China for the longest? And now all of a sudden, you know, we all cozying up to them. Listen, man, I told y'all, this is nothing but smoke and mirrors, right? Everybody's being played for a fool. If you're not in those certain circles, right? If you're not a part of a certain class, you're being played for a fool, right? While all of his friends, while all of these other world leaders are lacing their pockets, they're transitioning their governments, right? They're maneuvering in a way that is not in the interest of their citizens. Well, at least some of them, right? But here, lo and behold, right? Lo and behold, we're losing. We're losing. And I've said this countless times. Americans, we lost already, right? Y'all might as well pack it up and go ahead and start doing something else, because there is no coming back from this, right? There is no coming back from this. Don't talk to me about no revolution. The revolution won't be televised, right? The next revolution is just going to be a bunch of people packing their bags, or a bunch of people just waking up, right, and getting along with the get along, right? There won't be anything else. So the Trump administration, which they were already doing in the first place, but they're going to bring over Chinese nationals, right? They're just going to ship them on over. Come on over, right? They're going to go to our institutions, right? They're going to buy up some more farmland, which they've already been doing. Didn't some states, I thought some states banned that from happening already. But I guess that doesn't matter because Trump went over there and made a deal, right? And not only that, you wonder why all of the tech oligarchs, right? You wonder why all of the tech lords, they went over there with Trump. Well, this was one of those deals, right? This is one of those deals. Instead of these tech companies, instead of the administration pouring money into the U.S. citizens, pouring money into the young Americans to be able to be upskilled, to learn some of the skills for these positions that these tech oligarchs are going over there and scouting for, right? No, they'll rather pour it overseas, right? They'll rather go in and get their talent overseas. They don't want American talent anymore. I keep telling y'all keep thinking, oh, he's for us. He's for us. He's going to make America great again. Bro, America is not going to be great for 90% of you. I just want to let you know that right now, right? America is going to be great for whoever they say is going to be great for, and it ain't going to be you. And especially some of you who y'all go around waving your MAGA flag. Yeah, MAGA. You're going to be the main one left behind. You're going to be the main one left in the dust. Right? They're actively pushing Americans out. They're actively pushing Americans out. Like I said, if you're not a part of a certain wealth class, they're pushing your ass right on out. America is no longer the land for the average everyday Joe Smo. America is no longer the land of manufacturing jobs, industrial jobs, right? They're gonna outsource that. Okay, they're gonna outsource that to AI and overseas, right? They are done with America, right? They are done with it and its citizens. So they're basically letting you, hey, you better go find something safe to do, buddy. we ain't gonna have no jobs in a minute, right? I give it 3 to 5 years. Y'all keep thinking it's a game, right? I'm paying attention to the comment section. I'm looking, oh, my job is safe. Okay. Right? I actually have a video, some of you welders out there, I actually have a video. I might post it after this, I might not. But I actually have a video of a welding machine. Right? Moving like clockwork. Man, come on. Yeah. Expand your mind. Right? I know it's hard to intake because some of you just don't have any skills. You don't have any skill sets outside of your job. The only thing you know how to do is that job, right? You don't think about expanding it out into business and scaling it, right? From that kind of standpoint, but it's time. Because what else are you going to do? Right? They're actively telling you that they're going to replace you, not just with foreign nationals, but with AI as well, with robotics as well, with machinery as well. They're putting it in your face. He literally just said that we do not care about Americans' financials. We don't give a damn what they talking about. We don't care about no protests. We don't care what they think we doing wrong. We doing whatever the hell we want to do up in here. Right? What they gonna tell us? What they gonna do? Nada. Because y'all are lazy. That's the main point. This is the main point. Americans have gotten lazy. I've already said the innovators are gone. Right? We got a society full of Chud the builders. Chud the builder. Right? We got a society full of Chud the builders. Right? And Bob the builders. Right? Bad built ass people. Right? We got a society full of SpongeBob and Sloppalopasauruses. Right? Come on, man. Right? And then you got to understand too, listen, like much of our workforce are pointless jobs anyway. Right? Those HR jobs, pointless. right? Administration, whatever, pointless. Right? Half of these jobs, half of the U.S. economy could literally be wiped out. Literally. Probably more than half. We have a bunch of pointless jobs, a bunch of pointless people, right? And now let's get into the conversation if it's even the right thing to do in the first place. Man, I was just talking about this with somebody else, right? When you go into an establishment, these people at the register, they always have an attitude, right? They act like they don't want to be there, right? And mind you, they may be not making enough money, but that ain't my problem to be worried about, right? They ringing your food up all mad. They getting the order wrong. They don't want to talk to you. Got a smug on their face. Man, replace these motherfuckers then, right? Because in America, we do have a lot of people who are ungrateful, who are lazy, who don't want to do anything, but they want to take that out on the next person. Right? And then these be the same people who will get out in the streets and with the dang on pitchforks. They taking our jobs. They're doing this. They're doing that. Mofo, you the main one. You the main one up there at Popeyes. You the main one up there at Chipotle, right? Giving everybody attitude, right? Because they want a little extra chicken on their dang on bowl, right? Or they want to replace that thigh with a leg. Right, but listen, we're in a bad spot. We're in a bad spot. And once again, I have to say that Americans are not going to do anything, man. Right? Americans are not going to do anything because if they were going to do something, America would have went ballistic when those fouls came out. Y'all don't understand the play that's being run, man. Y'all really don't understand the play that's being run. I told y'all failed the test. That was the test. They wanted to see how far they could push. Listen, let us drop these fouls. What happened? Nothing. People walking around like they walking around like that junk is normal. Right? Like I said, the reason why he was elected is because America is a direct reflection of him. America is a direct reflection of the administration, right? America is an exact reflection of the cluelessness. America is a direct reflection of the debauchery. America is a direct reflection of the evil-spirited people who now lead us. It is a direct reflection. So when people start saying, "Oh, I don't know how this can happen," it's easy. It's easy to understand. Easy to understand. That is the spirit that elected him. That is the spirit of our country. I don't know what world y'all live in. I don't know what delusional. I know a lot of y'all are delusional, but this is the America that we live in. Evil and debaucherous. Evil-spirited people walking around here. Hateful, envious, jealous people walking around here. Both men and women and children. Right? What do y'all expect to happen? Huh? So of course you sit by. And they made it easy to replace you. They don't care. They're just going to roll them in, and they're going to keep rolling them in, and they're going to keep letting. I told y'all already, America is for sale. Right? America is for sale. Y'all are for sale. Y'all are up for grabs. So you best to start getting on your best behavior and looking out for your own self and your own family self. Right? And for your own family's sake. Because shit has not hit the fan. I mean, it has hit the fan. It's not coming to hit the fan. It has already hit the fan. And some of you're just going to scroll. You're going to scroll past this video and get back on your video games. Right? Jack your little Peter whacker. Chinese girls. You're going to get back on your computer and jack your little Peter whacker and go to sleep. And you're the prime example of who I'm talking about. Most of y'all are probably prime example of people that I'm talking about. That warrior spirit is just not in you. It's just not in you. It's not even in you to do well for yourself. Most of you don't even want to do good for yourself. That's why the politicians, they're like, man, F them. F them. They don't want to do these jobs anyway. They don't want to do a lot of these jobs anyway. They're not going to school for these jobs anyway. As you can see who's going into these fields. So we might as well ship them over in bulk. Bring them over in bulk. Trump said, let me get 500,000 of those. Trump said, yeah, we need about can we order 500,000? Xi Jinping, can we order about 500,000 of those? We need those, right? And it's no telling who's, a spy. It's no telling who's who. We don't know anyway. Didn't some lady in the government, did she just get caught by the FBI being a Chinese spy? Did she just get caught by the FBI? I forgot her name, but I think, was it in California or something? A lady was just proven guilty that she was a Chinese spy for years. But we over there shaking hands. Some of y'all gonna say, well, business is business. Yep, you're right. You're right. I agree. Maybe we should cozy up with China. I think that was the plan all along. Right? Two huge economies, two superpowers, right? Shaking hands, calling a spade, and saying, let's get this money. Right? It's like two gangsters, right? Two gangsters fighting over territory, right? Shooting it out, letting the pawns kill each other, right? Letting the pawns kill each other, throw their lives away, right? Do this and do that, and then they finally come to the table. Listen, I see what you doing over there, man. Like, you really dropping my folks. Yeah, I see what you doing too, man. We caught a lot of your spies over here. You lucky I ain't smacking you down right now. And they say, you know what? We can make a lot of money. You know what? We can make a lot of money. Right? You know what? I'll send you 500,000 of my best. Right? They straight out of school. Right? They sitting around the table, all the tech oligarchs, right? The tech lords, the tech gods, right? They drawing up their deals too. Right? They're trying to implement Root in China. They're trying to do the best deals they can in China. Right? They don't care about America. America's done. It's done. America's deteriorating. The American people are deteriorating. They're on drugs, obese, right? Sick. Mental health is off the chain. Emotionally erratic, unstable, right? The society is gone. And if you're not in a certain class, you're done. So I implore y'all to go ahead and find your American dream elsewhere, because you ain't going to get it here. Prices are going to continue to explode, right? The jobs that will matter, these folks, they're going to be making a quarter mil a year. Mark my words. The people who are going to be looking over this infrastructure, the new infrastructure that's coming in, right? AI, robotics, machinery, data centers. The people who are going to be looking over this infrastructure, they're going to be making a quarter plus. So guess what? The market is going to adjust to that human capital, right? While the large majority of you making under 50K. Oh, you're going to be wiped clean out, man. Listen, if you want to learn how to survive in a new world, this is what we are teaching on the Patreon. We're teaching how to create your own AI and AI-driven applications. We're teaching you how to make money, right? We're teaching you how to save money. We're teaching you how to change your mindset to be able to maneuver in a new world. We're also teaching you how to relocate so you can have better use of your money, especially if you can maneuver with that USD into another country. We're teaching all of this on the Patreon, so hit that link in the description. Listen, this is an emergency. Right? Most of you are going to get left behind anyway. I'm only trying to save the few who want to change their mind and who want to learn the knowledge and the wisdom to be able to survive, because you will need to survive. This is an emergency. So hit that link in the description if you want to learn something. We also do group calls every Friday at Central Standard time every Friday on the Patreon, right? And if you want to take it a step further, if you want to join real like-minded men who are headed in the same direction as you, we got guys over there all over the world. You got guys in there who are relocating. You got guys in there who are developing their own apps. You got guys in there who are doing wonderful things, right? Getting their skills up. Take it a step further and come and join the inner circle only through the Patreon. Hit that link in the description, and I'll see you guys over there. Listen, the after pill is the ideology. The escape blueprint is the framework. And PFP life is how you should live. In purpose, in freedom, and in power. I'll see y'all on the next one. Peace.
I built a life. I built a family. I worked my hands raw to get here. And I'm not done. This is the escape blueprint. PFP life. A way out of the grind and into control. You'll learn how I stack cash, build systems, and reclaim time so you can live on your own terms. You will watch me maneuver and grind towards the life that I achieve for myself, and you can also do the same. Join the circle, join the Patreon, learn the steps, and protect your freedom. The Escape Blueprint, PFP Life.